Hello, boys and girls. Okay, I've got Blueberry here with me, and he is ready to read the story of the tortoise and the hare. Now, if you notice in my blue title over here, it says The Tortoise and the Hare, an Aesop Fable. Aesop was a person who wrote a bunch of fables, and so collectively together, they're known as Aesop's Fables. And so the tortoise and the hare is one of Aesop's fables. As we read this, I want you to think about the things we talked about yesterday, the characteristics. Is the setting outside? Are there two or three main characters? Does one of the characters have a weakness? Are the animals acting like people? And do we learn a moral and a lesson? So let's find out as we read The Tortoise and the Hare. Once upon a time, there was a tortoise and a hare. Tortoise was friendly and quiet. He did everything slowly. Hare was flashy and rude. He did everything quickly. Hare liked to tease Tortoise about being so slow. When Tortoise ate breakfast, Hare said, "By the time you finish your last bite, it will be dinner time." When Tortoise worked in his garden, Hare said, "By the time you pick those spring flowers, it will be winter." One afternoon, Hare followed Tortoise to the store. Hare teased him on the way. "By the time you get there, the store will be closed," he said. "You're so slow. I could beat you at a race, hopping backwards on one paw." "But I could never beat you, Hare," said Tortoise. "Yes, you could," said Tortoise's friends. "All you need is a little help." "Then you will race me, Tortoise?" asked Hare. Tortoise pulled his head into his shell. "I don't want to," he said. "You've got to," said his friends. "We've put up with that nasty hare long enough. We think you can win." Tortoise didn't want to disappoint his friends, so he finally agreed to a race against Hare. Tortoise had only had 2.5 weeks to get in shape before the big race. Rooster helped him out in the gym. Raccoon cooked him healthy meals. Frog went jogging with him every morning. By the day of the race, Tortoise was ready. Animals from all over the county came to watch the tortoise and the hare. Rooster read aloud the rules and described the course. "Attention, everyone. The race will begin when I sound this gong. The 6-mile course is marked by red flags. The first one to reach the finish line wins. Runners, take your mark. Get set. Go!" Raccoon sounded the gong. Hare bolted out of sight before Tortoise had even taken his first step. The crowd roared and cheered as Tortoise inched forward. Hare was so far ahead that he decided to stop at Bear's house for something cool to drink. Hare rested and sipped lemonade. Bear noticed something moving outside the window. "Hare, there goes Tortoise!" "What?" yelled Hare, running out the door. Hare passed Tortoise for the second time. Then he decided to stop at Mouse's house for a snack. As Hare munched on crackers and cheese, Mouse yelled, "Is that Tortoise I see out the window?" "I'm not worried about that slowpoke," said Hare. "I've passed him twice already." Then he finished his snack and hopped out the door. Hare passed Tortoise for a third time. Now, he was far ahead. He saw a pond and decided to stop and rest. The snacks had made him sleepy. Hare was so sure that he would win, he took a nap in the soft grass. As he closed his eyes, he dreamed of victory. Suddenly, Hare woke up because the crowd was cheering. "Yay, Tortoise!" the crowd roared. Tortoise was 2 steps away from the finish line. "Slow down, you bow-legged reptile!" screamed Hare as he tried to catch up. Boys and girls, look at Hare's face. He is shocked. But it was too late. Tortoise crossed the line just before the tornado of dust and fur that was Hare flew by. Tortoise had won the race. Hare couldn't believe it. That measly shell on legs had beaten him. Tortoise smiled as his friends carried him on their shoulders. He had learned an important lesson. Hard work and perseverance bring reward. The end. Boys and girls, that is the end of our fable. And look on this last page. We can see it says he had learned an important lesson. And remember, I told you that a fable has a lesson, or sometimes we call the lesson a moral. So the moral of this story is hard work and perseverance bring reward. Perseverance might be a word that you have not heard before. Perseverance means sticking with it. So think about the tortoise. He worked really hard and he stuck with the race. Even though he was going slow, he kept going and he never gave up. He had perseverance. Did the hare have perseverance? No. He thought he was going so fast that he could just relax and goof off and still win the race, and that is not what happened. Hard work and perseverance paid off, and Tortoise won that race. So this is the first fable in a series of fables that we're going to read. So throughout the rest of the week, we're going to be talking about Tortoise and Hare as characters and thinking about the beginning, middle, and end of our story. Thank you for reading with me today, friends. I will see you tomorrow.